So here we are in beautiful sunny Modena, Italy. And we're in the brand new Mercedes S-Class 2022 model. This is the S500. This is day 2, 3 days we've got this new Mercedes. First time driving around Europe in it. Yeah, let's take a closer look of this car. If you haven't liked and subscribed, hit that subscribe button. There'll be more content coming soon. Let's take a closer look of the exterior of the S-Class. You know, it doesn't have the presence of the older S-Classes, in my opinion, and also my wife's. Compared to the 7 Series, they've shrunk the grille. They've kind of made this more rounded, whereas the previous ones were like more square. 7 Series kind of got bigger and bigger. These ones actually, they've kind of smoothed it out. Even the headlight, it's just a soft overall looking car. And we drove past a few on the freeway and we don't think it has the same presence as the old S-Class. And then one of the things that they've changed here is the door handles. I mean, we've seen this on the Range Rover where the door handles are concealed once you're driven. So they kind of hide it. Now it's meant to sense the key, but there's a few times where we try to open. Yeah, oh, there you go. It comes out now. But I don't know, we're not a fan of the door handles on this one. But for those that have watched the Maybach GLS video that we did, let's bounce. We were talking about the interior, design language. Well, this one being the new S-Class, it's a totally new design language. When we saw this leaked photos of this large iPad, I was not a fan. And after being in the car for 2 days, still not a fan. This is where Mercedes is going. They are going more towards that EV futuristic look now with the EQS and all that. But yeah, you got this big iPad style screen in the middle. They've now pushed the vents up higher up here. They've got another big screen here. When you're in front of it, it actually feels it's got this kind of 3D effect with the dials. But again, it's gone from digital screen, and this, the dash. It took us a while to get used to the steering wheel and all the buttons, and we're still trying to get used to it. Like, we can't figure out how to go to the next track on the steering wheel. I think they're pushing, with every version, they're trying to push the user away from touch to command.
Now, the S-Class has the latest technology built in, but as we relied heavily on CarPlay for our travels, some of the MB tech is wasted as there wasn't full integration with CarPlay. You have to choose either CarPlay or the Hey Mercedes system to have functions such as the augmented reality in the navigation. We tried a few times to use the Hey Mercedes, but we got lost and my wife insisted that we go back to Google Maps Waze instead.
Ride quality, it's nice. It's not coming from the Maybach. Maybach is obviously another level. Steering feel can get quite firm. We have tried it in Sports and Sports Plus. The autopilot function on this is obviously, we're doing 160, 170 on cruise with autopilot, and it was taking the sharp turns very, very well. So let's try out the different modes. We've got this Sport. Now we are in Sports Plus. Suspension stiffens up a touch, and I think we noticed that obviously the body roll around the corners is less. But yeah, we've taken the car up to 200, very stable. Obviously, this car's made for the Autobahn where people are probably doing 250 for long periods of time. All right, let's crank it up. There's 160. No problemo. Ciao, ciao.
Now we experience the luxury in the backseat of the S-Class, and instantly I feel right at home. Also, with the screens in the distance, the cabin design feels more opulent with less focus on the tech, and you feel cocooned in interior that oozes S-Class. Being the long wheelbase version, it has plenty of legroom, and the beautiful door trims with the Burmester speaker grills is just gorgeous. Also, the dreamlines that are in the door trim can be appreciated more in the rear without the glare of the sun in the front. It has all the features you'd expect from a luxury sedan, such as massage, cooling, heating, and full recline. It's a very comfortable space to be in, and I appreciate being in the back seat more than in the front seat of this S-Class. This S-Class, you'd want to be driven in than to drive this model. I admire and desired the circular turbine vents of the previous generation S-Class and even E-Coupes. They were very sexy. These rectangular vents are just meh, and this is meant to be the S-Class. I feel even the current A or C-Class vents look better. Looking at the infotainment screen and rectangular vents from the rear, I feel it isn't as dominating compared to sitting in the front. And from this distance, I feel more at ease without the information overload. Am I getting too old and resisting change? #boomer. Leave your comments below and let me know.
And then looking at the rear of the S-Class, we kind of like say between the C, the E, and the S, we kind of struggle to pick apart the difference between, you know, the three models. I mean, there's a strong family design language, but if I was driving the S, I want people to know I'm driving the S. And you know, this one, you got to have a second take before you can actually see which one that this is the S-Class. But again, as we said, overall, I think the exterior is a bit on the soft side and doesn't have the presence of the previous S-Classes.
After spending 3 days and just under 1,000 kilometers with the new S-Class through Italy, and the benefit of reflecting since filming, my verdict on the S-Class is that Mercedes is moving towards the future, and the S-Class traditionally packs all the latest technology into the car, and I'm resisting this leap forward.
And I'm only a millennial. How would an older boomer, which is the S-Class demographics, handle the tech?
The giant screens, rectangular vents, steering wheel and flush door handles wasn't for me. And also the family design cues makes differentiating between the C, E and S-Class even more difficult, blurring the lines even further. Whereas there was no mistaking the previous S-Class with its unique headlights and taillights from a distance or in the rearview mirror. You want people to know you are driving an S-Class. Maybe Mercedes senses the market is moving towards a less is more, but that's not me. It was overall a luxurious car, but I desire a previous generation S63 sedan, as I'd rather drive than be driven in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. What do you think of the new S-Class?